So here we are, looking at the storm today. Alabama is a case of interest here. Deatsville, Alabama. You got a tornado warning storm coming right at you. Looks like so we got rotation on that one. Looking at multiple radar here. So if you're in Deatsville, Alabama, let's take a look at population. That storm has got some juice, and it's got 1,200 people in that town, so it's coming right at Deatsville, Alabama. Deatsville, Alabama, you need to get in a safe place and prepare. So, there's also a tornado warning storm just north of that. Right now, it's kind of in a rural area, so just northeast of Clanton on Highway 65. Just crossed over 65 now. The tornado warning portion of it. So got to get in your safe place if you're anywhere in that area of central Alabama. Central Alabama from Montgomery to Birmingham on the 65 corridor. Really dangerous right now. It's a ton of lightning on these storms. So oh man, one of those days. So that Deatsville storm is just juicy. So if you're in anywhere near Deatsville, especially west of town, northwest of town, you need to get in your shelter. Be weather prepared, weather aware. You have just minutes here. Let's take a look at the tracks on that on radar scope. Lot of lightning. Just a ton of lightning on this storm. Makes me think that it's going to be coming down here. It's going to be coming down soon. So if you're anywhere near Deatsville, east of 65, be ready. So yeah, if you're on 65, you're definitely in some nasty weather. Half-inch, three-quarter-inch hail. You don't see a lot of hail in Dixie. Batteries are running down. So, do without that. So, okay. So it looks like you got 3 minutes, Deatsville. 3 minutes till you got to be underground, interior walls, shelter, grab kids, animals, get inside, get underground. A lot of those places don't have underground in the South. I know this. Get interior. Because a lot of times, and I've seen this in my own travels, the house will collapse. So the walls blow out. And that's where the fatalities happen, is people just run inside and think they're okay. And then the house collapses. And a lot of times, believe it or not, those interior walls and closets offer what we call shock cocoons. So you can be safe in these shock cocoons, a part of the house that you wouldn't think would be. I've talked to many survivors that have lived through these, especially ones up in Kentucky, and that was a beast of a storm. I went to one in Alabama 2 years ago, an older couple in a closet the size of me right here, and they both got in. So interior walls, closets, you got to get inside, get down, get ready, tuck and roll, and be very fluent to the situation. So Deatsville, Alabama, you are in a world of hurt. Man, that is an ugly one. A lot of rotation. If it's on the ground, it's coming just northwest. This is central Alabama we're talking. Just east of Highway 65. The tracks are 2 minutes away. So you have 2 minutes to get in shelter, underground, interior wall, interior closets, bedrooms. Do whatever you can. Be weather aware. This is a deadly time of year. It's the winter in Dixie, and these storms come over the hills, and you literally will have 5 to 30 seconds tops of visibility. I've chased these storms myself. I've been in these situations myself. I can tell you firsthand knowledge. These are some of the toughest conditions in the United States to be in any storm. Oh boy, this is a tough one. This storm's coming over with ferociousness. So be aware. If you're watching the stream, tell us what you're seeing. Tell us what you're seeing from inside of a closet or a storm shelter or anywhere safe. They've just stepped the lines over. You got 1 minute, Deatsville. 1 minute, and this storm is going to be right on top of you. Yep, there go the sirens. So sirens are going off in Deatsville. We got sirens right now. Yep. So we got sirens outside of Deatsville. Man, this is intense. Yes, buddy. So just stepped it over. That very well could be on the ground now. It's up to a meso strength of nearly 5,000. Half-inch hail, so the hail's come down. It's at 26 knots, so that's not exactly. Yeah, wow. You can. It's very, very close to producing. Yeah. And the one in Clanton, northeast Clanton. Yeah. Dang. Okay. So that is my area of concern. You can see right there, right on the gate to gate. That's about as ugly as you're going to start to see of a tornado developing. So Deatsville, Alabama. Yes, buddy. You took your shoes off?
No. My
Boy, you can hear the sirens just bellowing in my ear. Just bellowing. So. Okay, so it's about to be in northwest Deatsville. Town of 1,200 people. Take cover. Let's look at the towns ahead of it. Deatsville's getting hit right now if it's coming down. Tough to say, but on radar, looks like it is. So, is it Eclectic? Eclectic, Alabama? E-C-L-E-C-T-I-C. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a CC drop too here in Deatsville. Man, it's a tough gig. It's tough. That looks like a tornado coming down near Deatsville, Alabama. We've actually spent time there, going through there on our way back down to Florida. I think we went Deatsville on our way down to Troy, Dothan, on the way to Tallahassee, or down to the Gulf, then Panama City, then Tallahassee. So I do recall that small little town. I think I remember we stopped at a gas station there. So I hope the folks, you got it. Been trying to get that kid. Never stops. Never stop trying. So there we go. Good. I'm good. Global Flash on YouTube. Sorry, let me get. What, bub?
Hold it.
Hold on.
Hold that to remote.
You want me to hold the remote?
No.
Okay. Ooh, battery's getting low. Woo!
Let's do it outside, Dad.
All right.
Dad, let's do it outside.
Yeah, it sounds like confirmed tornado now. NWS has it confirmed. So, Deatsville, Alabama, you're in some very, very tough conditions here. It's going to be coming rural, and it looks like potentially a confirmed tornado above it, above it, south of Talladega Springs. So, yeah, Deatsville's. Yeah, this is something else. Wow. So I can't stress enough, Deatsville, Alabama, you got to be prepared, underground, under shelter. I'm looking at a couple different live streams here and just commenting on what I'm seeing here. So, of course, anything can happen on these streams. So anybody can have something happen, and I'll report it as soon. Yeah, it is. There is a tornado on the ground. We got debris. We got a debris signature. So, yep, Deatsville, Alabama. It's on the ground. It's going to be a deadly tornado too. Looking at the gate to gate size of that here. Hold tight. So if you have, yeah, wow, holy schmoly, look at that. That is, whenever you see it, that red to green, that rotation's tight. That thing is, so let's take a look. It's very rural. It's going through like a corridor of quite a bit of rural. So everybody northwest of Millbrook, Wetumpka, Eclectic, all of you are in the line of fire. And when I say fire, there's a tornado on the ground. This could go long track. So it is north of Deatsville now. It missed town though. But that's not to say it didn't miss people. It just missed the bulk of town. That's on the ground right now. So as we speak, that's a tornado on the ground. Oh man, tough to say. Need some Kleenex. What? You guys don't practice dunking on Fisher Price? He was disrespecting the rim so much I had to put it up higher. So, but back to the chase here. We have a tornado on the ground in Deatsville, Alabama. So Deatsville, Alabama, you need to take cover. You need to be in a interior room. Like I was saying before, now is not the time to learn about it. If you're there, you just got to go. But anybody else watching this, houses collapse like this, like cards. Like you ever done a bridge on cards? It's a weird analogy, but that's honestly how a house is. You don't want to be around the exterior walls because you guys would be shocked how flimsy houses really are. Like we think they're structures of great grandeur, but they're just carpet, plywood, sheetrock. I mean, you can carry in a plywood on your shoulder, right? And then you put it up and nail it. You don't. That's nothing in the terms of structure and power of Mother Nature. Houses are like very flimsy, and the older they are, the flimsier they are. So you want to be interior as much as you can. Storm shelters. I know storm shelters are getting more and more common in the South. Gosh, some of these guys. So it looks like that tornado is definitely just shredding through. Now it's up to northeast Deatsville. So northeast Deatsville, you have a tornado This is very similar in eerily to Powderly, Texas. Yes. Just, damn, that is a big. Still very healthy. Still incredibly. It's moving northeast, as you can see. Man, that's definitely still on the ground. What you doing, Junior?
Dad.
Even more pronounced. Look at that red against green. Look at that red against green. That is some just ugly. Deatsville, Alabama. Oh, you better hold on, kiddo. Okay. You want some ice cream?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
You already had.
ice cream.
You already had ice cream. You want a cone?
Yeah.
Tell you what. You can have a popsicle.
Cone.
Okay. I'm not gonna get a cone yet. Unless we get a cone here on. We may have one, so I shouldn't say that. No. Man, that one south of Talladega Springs too. That looks menacing. That tornado warning storm still has got half-inch hail, 5,000 meso strength, so it's plenty strong enough. Let's take a look at how much longer. Oh, come on, Polygon. Calgon, take me away. There we go. Still confirmed, yeah. We have 2 tornadoes on the ground now. Not one, but 2. The one that I thought, Talladega, confirmed radar, confirmed tornado on the ground, Talladega, and now northeast of Deatsville. That's 2 tornadoes confirmed on the ground right now in Alabama. So you are, if you're in rural Alabama, hold on. Southeast Talladega Springs and northeast. Yeah, this is going to be a long tracker. Dang. Slyacooga, you're next. Slyacooga, Alabama. That is a tough one to say. Let's see how many. So we have 2 tornadoes on the ground right now. Yeah, there's a big debris ball, and it's wrapping hard. Okay. So there's no doubt about it. We have 2 tornadoes on the ground right now. So let's hope that everybody's staying safe. Where'd you get that?
At door.
Oh. Okay, so northeast Deatsville is definitely got a tornado out heading, just leaving it.
Door.
And it's heading towards Jackson Gap. So you got some time. Eclectic Alabama. That is interesting. Let's make sure I'm not calling that wrong. Someone will jump in the comments and be like, "You, sir, are wrong." Do you spell eclectic that way? No. Yep. It is. 1,000 people. 1,000 people need to get in a safe place immediately, and school's going to be getting out. So this is a definitely scary situation if you're in that area. And it's turning, now it's turning more east. So this, yeah, that's for sure a tornado. And it is occluded behind the gust front. So you're not going to see that. You are not going to see that, people. It is going to come right at you, and you're going to hear a roar, and then you're going to see debris, and it's going to be devastating. And this could be a real long track tornado. So Deatsville, Alabama, you are in about to be out of it. It's about to be in a very rural area. Let's take a look here. Let's see from yeah, this is going to be super heavily wooded now. Not much. Looks still on the ground. A lot of lightning here too. Wow. So we have a tornado on the ground northeast of Deatsville, south or north, very far north of Wetumpka. But if you are on any of those highways out of Wetumpka up to Talladega, Saluga, Birmingham, especially the Highway 21, 231, that is going to be a deadly stretch of road right now. There's going to be a tornado coming across that road. So, very scary situation out there. Definitely travel with a lot of caution. If you don't need to, don't. So, watching storm chasers right now that are just having a tough time keeping up with this. They're just not. They're failing today keeping up with these storms, and that's not a failure on them. They're just, once you get behind on these Alabama storms, Mississippi's tough, but Alabama has virtually no east to west options. Very, very north south. Yeah. It's behind the gust front, guys. It is. That's what's happening here. Oh, and they just upped it again. So tough to say if it's still on the ground, but never know. We're gonna continue here like it's on the ground. They have extended the tornado warning, so it's 31 minutes now. Yeah. But there's every possibility it could be on the ground, but the velocity is lessening. It's weakening a little bit, which just means it's going to recycle. So it's only, let's see, it's almost 3 o'clock here. So it's only 2 o'clock there. Yeah, 2 o'clock. Yeah. Be interesting. We're gonna stick with this one because it is cycling back up. So I'm gonna keep with here watching, see what else. I'm gonna bounce around for some channels here. So let's see. We got a couple different options here. Boy, our thoughts and prayers with the Bills, Damar Hamlin, who had his heart just about taken out of his chest the valves, it sounded like, came off the heart or stopped it, and they had to resuscitate him, and the game was halted. So, and then racing legend Ken Block died just minutes later in a snowmobile accident. And who was the other one? God, 2023 is off to an interesting start. Yesterday there was a lot of drama in the chase world with the wreck that happened and all the ensuing chaos before and after it. So a whole bunch of chatter in the old social matrix about that. But right now we're on these storms, and it looks like this is still on the ground potentially. So 2023 is off to an absolute shotgun bang. There is no creeping out of the gate this year. Celebrity deaths, the weather going crazy. Okay, so we still have a good base here with a gust front that's doing work. So Deatsville, you're out of the woods now. You can come out of your shelter. So hopefully you're coming out to all your stuff still there and everything okay. So looks like I'm not seeing anybody getting anything today worth a darn, though. It's a tough day. That's not a knock on them. I would be in the same boat. I'd be another guy out there not getting much if I was out there with them. So those conditions are tough. It is. It's similar to if you're on the West Coast and you're going towards the ocean, Washington, Oregon, or California. It's like trying to find a tornado in the coastal range, in the rain, trees, undulating land. Not quite the elevation differences, but it's tough. It is the toughest conditions in the United States to be successful storm chasing in. I have had some lucky moments, very lucky moments. And like some of the chasers I'm listening to today, there's a lot more luck than there is skill when it comes to. I'm sure skill is part of it, but there's a lot of luck in Dixie. There's a lot of luck. There's a reason there's no chasecations taken in Dixie. There's no tour groups that go to Dixie. It's an incredibly dangerous, very harsh situation that most people should stay away from chasing because there's nothing pretty about it, and it's dangerous, and it's deadly, and it's bad, and it's going to be ugly, and it's going to be the side of chasing that people just like to hide and not talk about. But you're going to come across people in these low-lying areas and these low-income, poverty-stricken, no warnings, and it's not romantic. There's nothing romantic about chasing Dixie. It's not glorified in the movies. It's not glorified in the books, and even the weather community and science, shuns it, smashes it down, talks about how it is. So it's a tough gig, but when I do it for the people. That's what I'm doing today is keeping people weather aware. So right now it's in a weird, looks like it's cycling, like it's truly probably off the ground. I need the next radar scan to tell me, but right now it's in a very desolate area. It's in one of those little gullies of land in America where just not a lot of people, very rural. So it's left, so it's behind that gust front too. So that's what people are getting. There's an illusion. They think they're seeing the tornado, and really they're seeing the gust front in front of it. So it could be what I call a mirage, a tornado mirage, and I've been fooled by them more than once. So keep an eye on this. At some point I'm probably gonna have to jump over here to little kids, but Yeah, boy, these chasers are they're just playing catch up, and it's so tough. It's not, again, before it gets clipped up and people are thinking I'm talking to Rishi, it's the road network. These storms are moving at a, they're moving at a, kind of like a boat on the water, like how it keeps, like, sorry, like even like that. Well, there's no road networks that go like this across Dixie. They all go up and down, or left and right and down, but none of them keep, there's no just nice trajectory like I-40 or I-10 or I-70. All those Midwest freeways are just straight as an arrow forever. Still looks like the rotation's tight on it, so it's definitely gonna try again here. And that's what you see on these, is they just put down, spin, 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 put it down, go, lifts, recycle again. So I didn't understand that near enough in my first year. I abandoned. I would get off chases and thinking, oh, I got that tornado, and off to the next, and not understanding that you gotta, that's a giant lizard on the wall. That is the biggest lizard I've seen in Florida. Holy moly. Anyhow, back to the chase here. So that one in Talladega Springs, that looks like it's lifted. Still warned, but if I had to guess, I think that one's coming off the ground. Recycling for sure. Both these are recycling. A lot of times you'll see that when storms are lined up on radar together, they usually act together. I can tell you from my own experience, when I was on the Gene Autry, / Springer, Oklahoma, that was pretty mundane. Happened in a field, went and left. The same tornado did the same characteristics, happened in Ardmore, and Pico's Hank was there, and you guys, I don't have to say anymore, you've seen the footage. Both those happened at the same time. They both pirouetted, did it. Mine was in a field, his down there was in a town. 3 people got killed down south. Ours, nothing happened, not even any damage if I remember right. So it's very interesting how it's almost synchronicity, like underwater dancers. It's not what they're called, but or ballet. There's a lot of synchronicity to it. So they've dropped the polygon's still there. They have put in Slykuga, Alabama, they have put a severe warning on the polygon above the tornado warning. So that tells me those two could come together. Yeah, this is going to be interesting here. So we shall see. So far, I don't have a visual. So far, I'm just giving off the data I'm seeing on radar here. So I'm in Florida, outside of I'm near Cocoa Beach. This morning I watched a rocket launch. Took the worst footage of it ever in the history ever. So just chill. Wow. Okay, I'm watching now. It looks like that wall cloud is rotating pretty heavily. Okay, they have dropped the tornado warning south of Slykuga. Slakuga, Alabama. You have just gone severe though. Tor dropped the one outside. Now it's up to eclectic. Finally, we've gotten to eclectic. That's northwest eclectic, so it's 1,000 people. So figure there's a couple hundred people rural there, and got to be prepared. Got to be prepared. A lot of hills in that area. A lot of hills. Excuse me. Oh, tough to say where that's at. Oh, these guys are way out of position. Yeah, you're cooked. You're done. I don't know what they were thinking. All right, that's a tough one. It's a long way to drive to get caught. I've had that happen, though. I've had that happen. Spend all day trying to catch back up. But it all depends. If you had your whole mind wrapped around that target area and then it doesn't produce, there's nothing you can do to be caught out of position. So, yeah, they're done. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get back into that one, so I'll switch over to these guys. Those guys are cooked. But it happens, man. I've been cooked before. This chaser's having a hell of a time with coverage. He always does. So, it's a tough area, though, unless you got a cell phone saddle or tower attached to your car. It's a tough gig. So, but we're looking at it like it's Tor warned. Tornado on the ground kind of situation here. Let's. Oh, they've dropped it. Oh, no, they haven't. Okay, sorry. It's so hard to see this. God, there's some just terrible driving going on out there. I don't know what it is, man. Some of these guys.
Dad, we got 5.
Yeah. What did you get on your face? Did your sister give you that?
Yeah.
All right.
Dad,
The
we
teacup.
got 5.
The teacup.
We got 5.
Mm-hmm.
We got 5.
You want to go play in the pool?
No. Not that way. Cool.
Okay, hold on.
Let's not tip that out. Whoa. We got 5 here. Okay. That way too cool.
Never fails. Never fails. Right as you get on site and you lose service. I've been there. I've been there before many times. So So it looks like we have a potential tornado back on the ground here. Okay, so it looks like this stream I'm watching here, potentially a tornado on the ground here. A lot of RFD, a lot of wet RFD here. So, about to be into this here. Woo! Nelly, look at that. Damn. Oh, the stream cut out. Woo! I don't know. Junior. It's like I tell him he has to pee in the house, and kid just decides every bush is his best friend. So, this streamer I'm watching, it looks like he was on it, but his feed cut out. So, not much you can do. I've been in that situation, man. That's a heartbreaker when you go back and review the footage later, and you're like, "What did we see?" And they're like, "It was." And then you come out of it, and it comes back like this. And you're like, "Oh, we did it! We did it! High five!" And then you're like, "Oh no, the storm wiped out the footage." Oh, it looks like we got damage. Look. I can't tell. That power line looks... I don't know. I don't know. Tough to say. One of those days. Looks tight on radar. You can tell on radar it looks ugly. Looks gate to gate on radar. Okay, let's see how this chaser does here. It's a tight one. You can hear it. You can hear the roar. Dang. Still in a real rural area. I'd love to start warning towns, but it's a north of Eclectic and south of Alexander City. Just very, I bet that's like a national park or national forest or something. Oh, my eyes, guys. Still there. Still hanging in the pocket. Man, that's an ugly... That is an ugly punch. Ooh, he's in it now. He is in it now. Dang. Sloppy. So that one in Silacoga, tough one. It's got a TVS marker on it. Okay. Tough to say if this one was a tornado. Northwest of Eclectic. No, lost stream. Gone. Gone, he's gone. Oh, they're back. Okay, so still sloshy. Can't really make out what's happened here. Looks like a car wash right now. Still Tor Warren though. Okay. See some questions here while I'm waiting to get some new data.
Yeah. You move outside, Dad.
We also got a tornado warning storm up in Dalton, Georgia, northwest Georgia. So
You got fight yet?
yes,
No. You got fight?
yes.
Dad, you're not fight yet. Dad, you're not fight yet.
Okay.
Go outside. Wait.
Tough to tell, guys. Still has a really observed storm motion. Tough.
You got my pencil?
Okay, put them on. Do it. Go underwater.
No, I put my head down.
Waiting for the next scan here. Radar's gotten slow all of a sudden. It'll happen. Every day he tests himself. Every day that little man is constantly. You see him?
Dad, we
Yeah.
got it.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
See?
Let's move it.
He was pushing the boundaries, trying to get something. He dropped. Oh, they stepped it over. Okay, we got a new scan here. Looks like it's on the ground. Looks like we have a tornado. So heading towards Deatsville, Jackson's Gap, Camp Hill. You're all on the path. Those are all Alabama, or excuse me, Alabama. Whew. Wasn't sure. So, if you're in those areas, you need to keep a vigilant watch underground. Be prepared. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Are you just
We
gonna keep,
move
are
it.
you just gonna take it apart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not see there. It's not there.
Okay, don't
Oh,
smack it on the ground. You're gonna scratch them.
No.
Yeah. Here, give it to Dad. Come here. It's done. It's done.
What?
Yeah.
When you got
Yeah, well, not if you're gonna do you keep doing this?
No goggles.
No, we need to put these ones back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No goggles.
I bet you do want new goggles, kiddo. These were new goggles as of yesterday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He just walks around with that BDE baby energy. Drives me nuts sometimes. I'm telling you guys right now, this little shiitake mushroom, he just walks around all tough guy, cocky too. Poof, like I own the place. Anyways, back to the storm here. So, Deatsville, Alabama, you are in the path. I don't think they do either, idea of what tracks to go off of here. Alright, some streams are coming back up live. And they're gone. And no sooner than I say they're live, they're gone. So. And these guys are done. Yep, they're cooked. I got behind the storms, can't catch up to them. Not today, they're moving at 60 miles an hour. You're in trouble trying to catch you up. And I've been there. We started off day 2 of that. When you're following these multi-day systems, you really have to be smart about where you're setting up and calling shop at the end of the night. If you don't get far enough, hold tight. If you don't get far enough, in the morning this stuff passes you by in your sleep, and then you're getting up all slow and lethargic. Okay.
No, what is that?
I'm not locking it, just so it doesn't slam. You can open it. So as of now, it looks like we had a tornado on the ground earlier above Deatsville. All right, that stream is just struggle bus. Yep, they're driving the struggle bus on that stream. He's usually driving the struggle bus though. It'll happen. It'll happen. It's a tough bus not to drive today. I want to talk about driving the struggle bus. I was the captain of the brigade of struggle buses this morning trying to get that rocket launched. That was rough. I don't know how many of you tuned in and saw that, but woo, rough. It was rough. YouTube, you didn't see it because I didn't have 2 phones on the roof with me in time, or 3. I had 2, not 3. So I try to always, and live, now he's gone. I try to always have, it takes 3 phones to do a good stream. I mean, technically 2, but because glitchiness happens on either YouTube or Facebook, my 3rd phone, which I can tell you guys, it's talent to hold 3 phones and a 3rd one right here like that. That's how you guys see me do it. I'm usually holding them just like that. And so I usually have the 2 streams and then a 3rd phone that's a Pro Max 13 that's just video. So if everything fails, I can at least have a backup source to, that's how I do it. Sometimes it's easy and other times holding 3 phones is hard. So, all right. Yeah, that feed's gone. These feeds are going to get harder and harder to watch. I mean, they're already hard enough to watch, but when they're actually working, still difficult here with coverage being atrocious. Currently here in Cocoa Beach, Florida, we are in a 12 inches of sunshine. Been waiting a few weeks to say that one. And it is 81, feels like 82, and says enjoy the winter because it's going to be nice and warm. That's what they say. Thank you, AccuWeather. 81, 82, 77. Ooh, we go 67 and storms on Friday. Oh. And then 72, 76, 76, 76, 76, 76, 76. Okay. So going to be pretty much like this for the next 10 days. There you go. All right, so back to the storms. Both streams have dropped that I was watching. So we don't have a visual, just radar right now. And radar says I have got to cut my hair. I've been meaning to cut my hair and shave my beard since I got to the great state of Florida. And the great state of Florida has just not been in a hurry to get it done. Or I guess I haven't been since I've been here. Oh, this is really starting to line out now. Okay. Ooh, we got a severe all the way back. That's in Mississippi. Let's see. No, that's Thomasville, Alabama. So, Thomasville, Alabama, you have been under severe watch. Oh, all the way up north from Knoxville, Marysville, south of there, Madisonville. This is all Tennessee. You are under severe watch. And we still have a long polygon. So this is potentially, it's got a TVS. Could be coming down here. Let's check the gate-to-gate on velocity. Tough to say. Straight line like that, it's tough to say if it's actually putting down right there. Same spot right there. It's tough to say if it's actually putting anything down or if now it's just become an elongated mess. Oh, we got one stream back up here. Yep, so Jackson Gap, Deatsville, you are under tornado watch. Warning, excuse me. You've been in a watch all day. You're under warning. Tornado warning storm coming at you. His sister has been binge watching some movie. You could hear that lizard going up the wall. Listen to it. Anyways, that's where we're at with this. So I am in near Cape Canaveral where they launch rockets. These storms are as the crow flies. Let's see. Nope. Uh, 381 miles away. Take me a minute to get there. $381 miles. Deatsville, Alabama, you need to get in your shelter. You need to be aware, ready. It's coming right at you. It's probably not on the ground right now, but it's going to be cycling and heading your way. Way too cold?
Yeah.
Because the sun went down. When the sun goes down. No. You just said it got too cold. Oh, sweetheart is doing yoga back in San Diego. Just told me. Yoga and sushi. Cannot wait to see you someday. Someday, they say. This is a terrible, terrible stream. Not for the stream, the content provider. The cell coverage. It's very. I've been on the other side of this, where You hear the reverb. Ooh, looks like we got some cloud cover. Could make for a decent sunset. Might have to share some sunsets tonight. You never know.
Dad,
Yeah?
you turn on the hose.
Yep.
You turn on the hose right now.
Did you turn it on?
Yeah.
Will you turn it off?
No.
You-
Dad,
You need me to do it? All right.
Just turn it on, Dad.
Okay.
Dad, 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 good move. See?
I saw you the whole time.
No.
Yeah. I
Dad,
watched you through the window.
Dad,
The alligator?
Dad.
Ooh, you see the alligator head? Ooh. Ooh, you see that alligator head floating in the... Have I showed you guys that? Have I showed you guys the alligator head? You guys want to see it? Ooh, hold on. Oh no, it's covered up. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's one of those alligator, this robot. This alligator robot. Somebody left it here. It's over in the bushes, and of course the kids found it when they were not trying to. Freaked them out. Ah, scared. Came running out screaming. Alligator, alligator. Actually, I think she called it crocodile. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. Second day in Florida. It's like 40 degrees. Why do we have a crocodile? It should be in Africa or South America in our backyard. So, lo and behold, went and found it. Battery operated alligator head. Okay, back to the chase here. So it looks like we've got structure in the storm I'm looking at here. Mighty structure. Most structure I've seen all day. I am thirsty. Are you thirsty, Bubby?
No.
No. Man, this is a QLCS situation now, isn't it? That is. All right, Eclectic, you got a second wave of storms coming over you now. So from Blue Ridge, Montgomery, Alabama, you are under a severe warning. 2-inch hail. There is going to be a lot of damage of hail in Montgomery if that stays true. And there's a storm in Thomasville that's still menacing. So we got just a nice, just 45-degree angle coming through Dixie Alley. It's just that same pattern that you see time and time again, especially in the winter. It's the same stuff, man. Different date. So that's what we're doing here. We're just trying to keep people weather aware. Trying to keep everybody safe. All about keeping the public informed. I don't have anybody chasing today. That is a whip. That is a work in progress. Trying to coordinate with chasers in the field from Florida. I wish I could be out there, and it's unfortunate because I have the ability to fly anywhere in the United States anytime I want on a moment's notice. But that is fine and dandy, but my little kids right now are the storms I chase. They are the center of my universe. So all I can do right now is help keep the public aware by informing them what I'm seeing, watching. This looks like this might be coming down too. If you're in Ashland, Alabama, okay. You see, he gets quiet and he knows Dad's. He knows. Right, you're right in my blind spot too, kid. You good?
No, open up.
Okay. Ashland, Alabama, you have 4 minutes to get in a shelter. Linville, right behind that, you have 16 minutes. Between Ava and Heflin, you have 30 minutes. A little longer, but I hate saying longer because people are like, I got 28 minutes till we'll get here. It's like, I told you your life was going to be completely different for the rest of your life in 28 minutes. You sure as hell would get your ass up and do a lot more than you think. So that's why sometimes I'll kind of nudge on the side of maybe it is 18 minutes, but I'll say 14 minutes. So got to get 'em moving. We're trying to save your life. So 1/2-inch hail, 30 knots, so it's moving at 30. It's creeping. I mean, it's right on the border of moving, but a little chlorine never hurt anyone. Oh man, now he's in it. Yeah. I know that feeling when you miss the tornado by 5 minutes. Dude, your eyes are crazy bugging. Damn. Looks like it's potentially on the ground here. Okay. So if you're Ashland to Linville, 45 minutes, that's a new one. So this very well could put something down here. This is a fresh new one's come down in Alabama, south of Waldo, east of Ashland, all the way. Let's take a look at some of the populations here. It's 1,800 people. It's 1,800 people right there. 1,800 souls. Close to 1,900 actually. They're at 1,100 feet too. I wouldn't have thought that was the elevation, but people forget the mountains, the Smokies. Start really ramping up towards Knoxville. Yeah. Yeah, this is on the Alabama-Georgia line here. So if you're in Ava, Georgia, or excuse me, yeah. No, I got that wrong. Ava, Alabama, Linville, Alabama, Ashland, Alabama. It's all coming your way. That's going to be a situation. That whole line is now going to be, you got to think about it's just like, did I get the wrong one? No. You ready?
No.
No? Okay.
That blue ball.
You want the blue ball?
No.
That's
No, isn't it big?
the alligator mouth?
No. It go hit. It went that big blue ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it bounce into it?
No. Let's go outside. Let's go outside to it.
You want me to see it?
Yeah.
All right. Buddy, it's fake. It's fake. Look. I'm telling you, it's fake. It's not real. It's not real. Look.
Dad,
Look, I'm
put
touching
it
it.
down.
I'm touching it. See? You can touch it.
No, let's put it
Will
down.
you touch it if I put it down?
Yeah.
You'll touch it?
No.
No?
Let's put it down.
Okay. It's not real. It's not real. Okay.
Let's
Don't be
stop
scared.
by me.
Look at. See that? See the fins? See the fins in the back? There's no fins on a real alligator.
No.
See? Those are fake.
Let's put it down.
I will. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just showing you. Look, that's not real. Okay? There's no real.
Let's put
Okay,
it
okay,
down.
okay. I'll put it down, but just look. See? That doesn't do it. That's not a real alligator. See?
No.
I can kick it.
No. Let's not put it.
Yeah, if you're in Lineville, Alabama. There you go. See?
We'll not do that.
It's fine. It's not going to hurt you.
No.
I don't want you to be scared of it. But I want you to be scared of the real ones. Okay? Let's stay away from the real ones. See how, look, touch it.
No. No, Dad.
It's not going to hurt you.
Let's put
Okay.
it down.
All right, I put it down.
You good? Fine?
You want to go inside?
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to put it outside?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's walk
You want me
in.
to lock the door?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Put it outside. You're not playing that.
Excuse me. Okay, so if you're in Lineville, Alabama, you have 4 minutes. 4 minutes to get in shelter.
Go ahead.
8 minutes past that in Montgomery.
No.
And
Wait. That it. Wait, Dad. It was toy. That head. That tail. That go head of toy. That was stand up.
not yet. Hold on.
Yeah. Let me see. No, stand up there.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold your horses. See that? Stop. See? See, that's a wall cloud. See that right there? That's a wall cloud. It's tough to say. New tornado warning just, and now we're in the panhandle.
Yes, at home.
Oh shoot, that's right, I'm recording. Okay, just text her. I mean, it's leaving her area. It's leaving her area, but she needs to be aware. Anybody in North, let's talk about that. That's in the panhandle. So, sorry, her sister lives right outside of Milton. So, it's just northwest of Milton. What? Hold on, I can't hear you. Hey, are you taking my new chair? Thanks, buddy.
I help you, Dad.
You love me?
No. Help you.
You help me? Okay, here, hop up, and you can sit on my lap.
No.
Yeah.
Let me sit down.
Sit with me. Yeah, sit down with me.
Dad.
What? Okay, okay, here. Sit next to me. There you go. There you go.
No.
He does not want to share.
No. No.
Me not. When are you gonna quit being a little caveman? Say I. I've been trying to teach him this. Me not.
No.
Listen.
Dada, we'll stand up.
I'm gonna stand up. Okay, listen. Look at that. See that red? Do you see that?
No.
That's
You'll stand up.
I will, but there's a tornado warning storm right there. Look at that. And that thing took off quick.
Your hat.
No, stop.
Not your hat.
You always okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It makes you happy. It makes Yep.
Yes.
You need my earpiece or are you good?
Yeah.
Alright.
That your piece.
Oh, you got my earpiece?
Yeah.
Okay.
A piece too, Dad.
That's alright. You want the other one?
Yeah.
Want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's get this feed going. We lost.
Really, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. That's so funny. What?
Whew.
We were that top 5.
Okay. Milton, Florida. North of Milton, Florida, you're under tornado watch. Putting the other one in. That came together quick. That came right off of the Gulf, right over Pensacola. Came together fast. Those are isolated. Boy, if I wish these kids were a little older,
What is
I
that?
would be on the panhandle today jamming through these. So we've got another tornado warning storm back in Alabama, just south of Auburn. So, oh, one of those days. One of those days.
That's me what am I known?
You want your own?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let Dad have one. You can have the other. So that one's isolated. That one concerns me for anybody. Okay, you go ahead. Anybody in the Conecuh? That's not right. Conecuh National Forest. That's right on the Panhandle, and goes into Alabama. So this is a tough night, man. I can see where this is going to be the outbreak, because these isolated storms could very well gather. You know, we're going to be coming up on the power hour of sunshine going down, and things are going to really start popping off. We've had several tornadoes today, and now we've got three tornado warning storms on the board. So at this point, we'll start going through them here. These isolated, what's making me go is these isolated storms that are all popping out from between Tallahassee to Pensacola up towards Montgomery. There's probably 30 of them. Thank you, Bubby. All right, hold on. You got some kind of choke point here. There we go. Nope, there we don't go. All right, so we got. I'm not standing up quite yet, Bubby.
Yeah.
All right, so from
your turn.
north
No.
Milton all the way towards the up to Crestview, east or west Crestview, you're gonna see that cell. That's gonna be isolated by itself, and that's where we're at with this. So, hey, too hard on my neck.
Isn't that way too hard?
Yeah, you are getting strong, Bam Bam.
Isn't that Bam?
Yeah, you are. Me not, little caveman. Listen.
Look. Look at that.
Yeah. All right, so we've got 3. That's in that's outside of Milton. We've got 3 severe warning storms. We'll get to those. The second tornado warning storm is south of Tuskegee. Yeah. Tuskegee, you have a tornado warning storm south of you. Going over the town of near Union Springs, north of Union Springs, south of Tuskegee. But that's coming. That storm's going to probably stay southeast. But Crawford and Columbus, Columbus, Georgia, you are going to see that tornado warning storm. If it's a long track, you need to be ready. So people in Columbus, Georgia, share with anybody. Call, share, whatever needs to be said.
My pussy. Dad, am I pussy?
You want here? You want a drink? Here,
No.
take a drink. Take
No.
one drink. Okay.
Am I pussy?
Your potion?
Yeah.
I just want you to take a drink. That's to add the water. Just take a drink. Come on. Yeah. Here.
It was my pussy.
Okay. Drink your potion. And then the third tornado warning storm is going over Ashland, Alabama. I know if it was take your kids to work day every day,
You think my pussy too?
you get better and better as time goes on. Yeah, because soon you'll be in the car with me. And then they'll be, what if I just homeschooled them in the car chasing across the United States? Him and his sister. Just going places, schooling by night, chasing by day. Just go all in. Yeah. No, you don't. You can't. You can't bite that. You do. You love biting everything.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
that
maybe
one
that.
is currently over Ashland, Ashland, Alabama. You got to get sheltered. Oh, let's talk about all the towns. These are all in Alabama, except for the Panhandle one. That's outside of Milton. So that's now left Milton pretty good now. It's east or west of Crestview, Crestview, Florida. You drink your potion.
Good.
Okay. Let's get a new radar station here. As the day goes on, you guys keep changing radar sites.
That's my red. That's
Okay.
my red.
Brush your leg.
Red.
Okay. What's wrong with your leg?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, here we go. Storm tracks. Ooh, that's got a really defined hook. That could easily be a tornado getting ready to be on the ground here. They're all going Tor warned now. We have 3 severe, 3 Tor warned. Take a drink of your potion. So, we're gonna go right up, straight up, from northeast Pensacola, past Milton, west of Crestview. That's gonna move over. Oh, they just dropped it. Okay, and that's probably gonna happen a lot on these. I feel like these little popcorn twisters that are gonna come off the Gulf are probably gonna be intense. Maybe put down a tornado, and then probably dissipate, and then sit there and repop as they go towards Dothan and Dozier and Laverne. We got TVS. Oh, Union Springs. That's the one, okay, up south of Tuskegee. That one's got the tail on it that's very definitive. So if we're going to be co-workers, you got to let me talk, and then I'll let you talk. Okay, we got to work together. Okay? All right, so I'm telling them where the tornadoes are, all right? Okay. So here we go. North of Union Springs, south of Tuskegee. Did I say Muskegee earlier? Sorry. Tuskegee. And I'm watching a chaser here in my live stream, but I'm just being a Storm fan today. So you guys, I'm armchairing it with you guys. The difference might be is that I have 10,000 followers that might be linked to one person who would get the warning, and if one person gets this warning, then this whole live stream has been for something. So right now,
Let me put your
come on, jump down. I don't, Bubby. Boom. Okay. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, ready? All right, here we got to go through the towns. Ready? On the tornado warned storm, we have, let's just see what's on them. Union Springs is what I'm looking up. It's another one, Society Hill. Society Hill, Marvin, these are all, I bet they're unincorporated. Yep. Yep, they're all unincorporated. So this is a really desolate area. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. But that one's wrapping up. That one south of Tuskegee has a very good chance to be on the ground, and it has a very interesting signature on radar. So, yep, that's where we're at with this. The one in Ava's severe warned, the one in Deatsville severe, and then the one outside of Tuskegee is tornado warned. The one back, and these are all Alabama. The one outside of Camden, northeast of Fulton, that is severe warned. So I'm watching those closely to see if those go Tor warned. But right now we have 4 severe, 1 Tor warned right now on the board. So. That one very well could put one down. That one's it's isolated by itself. Take a look at that. So that is right. Look at the hook on that. Hey, clean audio, young man. Go get your dinosaur. Go get your remote dinosaur. Go get it. Mm-hmm. That south of Tuskegee is looking like a tornado on the ground. If it's not, it's winding up so tight right now. There needs to be a PDS put down on that storm particularly. Because you can tell right now on radar that thing's just like a rubber band. Like a pit viper ready to strike. The one above it is clearly lining out, QLCS situation. But now these ones, as we go coming towards my area, which, trust me, I would love to throw the kids in the car and go chase, but that is not an option yet. So, here we are. Man, that one just scares me on radar. So, I'll tell you who it's heading straight for, though. These are going to be tiny, tiny towns. Marvin, Society Hill, and Uchi. Uchi. All those. So that whole area is just going to be very desolate. You can see houses here, though. That's the sad thing. Is you're just like, oh, these people. These people are going to get hit, and it's the Tuskegee National Forest. I mean, that's just a huge forest with lots of hills, lots of rolling hills. So you're not going to hear it. Could be right in there, right in that hook. So gotta get underground. You got to get in interior walls. You got to get in the center of your house, and then get on the ground, because debris is going to be flying. Your house is going to be imploding, and you're trying to just be in a shock cocoon. And believe it or not, as scary as it sounds, a wall can physically fall on you as a human, and it sounds scary, but you probably will live, depending on the velocity and the force you get hit by a wall. But when you're on the outsides, that's where it's a whole different level of destruction. It's amplified incredibly. And I've seen it with my own eyes several times, so, along with talking to people that have actually been through it. So I've seen aftermaths and interviewed many people that have survived it, and they all said the same thing, that everything just like, and if you're in that center low, it's you're safest, if that makes sense. So that's what we need here. Unfortunately, I can't tell anybody town-wise where to go because it's so desolate there. But that cell is scary.
Dad, you want ice cream cone? Dad, you want cone? You want ice cream cone? Yeah, cone?
Yeah.
Dad? You want cone? You want ice cream cone?
Let's go. Sorry about that. I had to dole out some ice cream and get them set up, so didn't mean to leave you guys hanging. Man, that's still a scary situation on radar. Looking at that south of Tuskegee, Hurtsboro. You have a TVS on your marker. These are all popping now. I mean, this could be a full-blown situation here in the next. What are we at? It's 4:11 my time, 3:11. Oh, you know, at some point they're going to start crossing the time zone. Where is that in Alabama? I'm terrible. Growing up on the West Coast, I can tell you that time zone and its properties and borders. The Midwest pretty well, but I'm so fresh off the boat out here. Let's look it up. Time zone map. Okay, so they're going to be crossing over when it goes to the Alabama-Georgia line. So we're going to see a shift here. Another big lizard. I know. Hold on. All of 4 seconds. Yeah, so that one's really got me concerned. It looks like it's sucking up the storm below it that's got a TVS marker in Hurtsboro, so it's coming around. And now the one below it in Clayton. That's one with the tornado warning storm that could be very well putting one down or wrapping up to put one down. The one below it has got a TVS marker, and the one below that has got a TVS marker as well. Excuse me. I drank that water incredibly too fast. Now the one behind that storm's got a TVS marker. That is a tornado vortex signature is the TVS marker for those at home. So we're experiencing quite pretty good structure on this one right here. I'm looking at here on radar, and it's definitely doing a lot of circulation here. So I used to say back in the day, it's swirling. This thing is swirling hard. If these kids were just a little older, I would be out chasing this panhandle stuff, especially in Florida, because I feel like, although you guys would be surprised, that's a long drive. That panhandle goes a ways out. It's 6 hours from the start of the panhandle all the way across to down to Tampa. It's forever. Man, look at this. This is just... I'm flipping between a few chasers. Obviously, I don't want to get a copyright strike, and nor would I cheat them out of the footage. So this is just simply me commenting on what I'm seeing and trying to keep the public aware. So I'm just flipping through, keeping them all nameless. That way there's no situations. But this one is an interesting one I'm looking at here. This is the storm north of that tornado warned. But definitely, I don't see anybody on. No, you know what? It was. I want to tell everybody it was actually a fan of the channel that said it to me. He said, "Hey, you know how many people have told you like what it means to them. Why don't you do it? Why don't you watch Radar and warn people? People share your stuff." And because I wasn't even thinking about that lane. I wasn't even thinking about that lane at all. I'm not trying to compete in that lane. And then it kind of hit me. I was like, I do got kind of a cool backyard as a backdrop. I mean, it's a couple palm trees and a swimming pool. It's Florida. And I've been in these storms. I might not be a meteorologist and know all the lingo and chatterbox it up on convective blah blah and this and that and those, but I sure as hell can tell you what I've seen and been through, and what it looked like on radar when I was going through it. And I decided that all right, let's do this, because as of now I pretty much got to cool my heels and take care of these kiddos. So I picked my spots where I can do this: shuttle launches, going to the beach. I'm gonna, working with other chasers. So it shifted from being just doing stupid stuff on YouTube, not really having any direction, to now helping the public the best I can. So it morphed into that over a few years. Back to radar here. All those severe storms we talked about earlier, they're pretty much still severe, and just run through them. They're 50. Do you guys see how fast I looked? Movement of anything just always gets me on edge. New land. You know, it's the thing is the copperheads. I've seen those pictures on Facebook where like, find the copperhead, and you're looking at a bunch of leaves like, oh shit, I can't find the copperhead. Where's the copperhead? The copperhead would have bit me, or I'd have stepped on it. So now I live in a place with all these dang leaves. So, but landscapers are supposed to be by next week. Do a number on this place, so that was just a squirrel that got my attention. So we're looking at 60s, half-inch hail, 70s, three-quarter-inch hail, all over Alabama, all over central to eastern Alabama, speckled down on the southern part of the state. The bottom half of the whole entire southern part of the state is getting isolated cells, and those isolated cells are what you worry about, because those isolated cells they can start really start getting their own act together and cause rotation and suck to the ground. And now a bunch of little speckled isolated storms become tornado after tornado after tornado. And that's what could potentially be happening later on as this really starts dialing in here in the next hour. Is potentially could happen. I could be wrong. But from the last 4 outbreaks I've watched, and been in 3 of them. This one I'm not in, not even pretending, not fronting on you guys. But I was in the last, I mean, I could go back. I mean, I've been probably 7, 8 outbreaks total, my 9 in my whole career. When they get over here, but 3 of them over here, 4 of them over here. When they get over here, it gets real. There's a whole different set of rules with the Gulf. The Gulf is just forcing that juice. And if this cold front, and not so much a cold front, but this colder air that has been behind it, as you see, it's always the same, 20s and 30s up by the Great Lakes, 50s, 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, all the way down to Texas. But that pressure is just moving it across the United States. And once you get into that Gulf air in these forests, it's just, man, it's the toughest thing. I would say, I'm gonna name off things I've never done, but just being on this earth 45 years, like, I got to imagine, like, we won't say Everest, but Kilimanjaro. Let's pick another difficult one. It's like trying to do these just huge, accomplishing things in Mother Nature. Finding a tornado in Dixie Alley at night is, there's not really anything in storm chasing that I can find harder that I've done. So it takes a lot of skill and way more luck. And for instance, I got a tornado in, where were we? Mississippi. We were up in northwest Mississippi. And my footage went bananas that day because I happened to turn over and we hit just this little undulation. And the two hills kind of separated, and there was just enough I could get a shot of the tornado warning storm. And I mean, it was an 8-second clip. And you get those moments. Nothing's more than 30 seconds, and that's probably giving it being generous. It's 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds, and then everything changes. And then you're waiting, and then it could be 5 minutes you're waiting, and then you get just a sliver, and then nothing. And you know, lightning doesn't help as much because you don't have a line of sight, so you know, you're just balling out, like shit's flying all around you. It's chaotic. Your stream's going in and out. So get back to that tornado warning storm is now southeast of Tuskegee. Wow, there's like five severe warning storms on the board now. Man, I wish I could have made a run on this side of these. That's going to be the challenge. Yeah, these winds are now getting up to 70 to 80 mile an hour straight line winds. So it's getting to be really dangerous. They should have issued a PDS, or could have issued a PDS, I should say. Maybe they have issued a PDS. But we have 7 severe warned and only 1 actual tornado warned storm on the board. So, wow. All right, I'll be right back. This is going to get... We'll see. Hold tight. I gotta grab a battery. How was that ice cream?
Good.
Good.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
Dolphins.
You see the squirrel?
Missy two.
Where did you see the other one?
Missy. Nothing more. Missy one. Missy one. That. Missy one. Missy one two. That's you and that's full.
He is, isn't he? Look at him. He's digging away, isn't he? He's digging right through the sand. This ain't nothing for him. It's so weird to live on sand. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, here. Let me take this. Let me take this one then.
Let me need two.
No, I need one. I need one.
Need two.
No, you just share one. Excuse you. Stop.
Too
Hey.
much ice cream.
Hey, you ate too much ice cream?
No, eat too much ice cream.
Okay. All right. So we still have that tornado warning storm. Let's look at the tracks on that. Yeah, there you go. Where are we at here? I don't see near. I would venture to guess there's not a tornado on the. Yeah. Atlanta is going to see a lot of bad weather here real soon. I would probably tell you if you're in Atlanta, you're going to hit by this QLCS. There could be a few tornadoes involved, especially from Sandy Springs all the way down to McDonough. This is a very active storm. It looks like it's peaking as we speak, so it still is going to have plenty of energy, and it could very well be continuing to peak as it gets to Atlanta. So my biggest concern right now is Atlanta and Columbus. Columbus, Georgia. Did I get that right? Is it straddling? Is it one of those straddle both cities? Kind of town, or both states town, looks like it. And there's a TVS marker. There's still a tornado warning storm on that one, but the signature on the radar looks like it's collected into the storm above it. So it looks like it's all become one QLCS, the whole thing. But as you look south, from Dothan all the way to Panama, those are all isolated cells. Tough night. Tough night. You can see it coming ahead. So at this point, we have one tornado warning storm on the board. We have the whole system sweeping across, and I mean just moving at like 40 to 50 miles an hour right across the state of Georgia, just in an absolute. The top half of it is at maybe a 7-degree slant. Usually it's a nice 30 to 40 to even 45, 50, 60 degrees, but this thing is just, it's almost like the whole wave's punching up and around. Let's switch over radar sites. I drank your potion.
What?
I drank your potion. What are you gonna do about it?
That's good.
Was it good? Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, get up here. Okay. Again. Yeah. Again. We gotta have a little bit of a cleaner synergy here if we're gonna work together. If you're gonna be my co-host, you gotta do a little better job.
That good potion?
Mm-hmm. It was a delicious potion. Oh, you bummed you dropped it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, took a loss on that. Okay. Still, oh, now we got a second one. Roanoke, Alabama, all the way to the state line to Franklin. Franklin, you're going to see this coming over the state line. Let's be weather prepared. If you're in Roanoke, Alabama, 5 Points, Alabama, that entire area of Alabama, you are going to be in a tornado warned polygon for the next 45 minutes. That whole storm's coming over you, and it's going to have the potential to do mass amounts of damage. This is what we were talking about earlier about those storms on the front of that QLCS. It's just like fingers, just like fingers on the storm. Where is the finger going to come down? And they only come down for a second, and then they're out. It's almost like somebody on a piano. And that's the giant organ is the storm, and just the keys are getting touched, and the keys are coming down, and that's, in my mind, that's how I see it when I see a giant front like that. And so you don't want to be in that one spot. It's the bad lottery, you know. It's that spot if it comes down in a 500-acre area, it's that one area and there's 3 houses there. I've seen that. I've come across that. I've come out in the middle of nowhere, driving in the middle of nowhere, and come across that. 3 houses that get hit. Comes down, hits them, and then lifts, and it's just like, where did it start? Where did it like? And it's a whole line of it moving. So it's not like, oh, look at that beautiful supercell right under it's where it did all the damage. You're trying to just look on hundreds of miles worth of storms, and you're trying to figure out where's that piano key gonna get played. So it's tough. It's a ton of luck when you can do that. So that's what's up. Roanoke, Alabama, 5 Points, Alabama. You need to take shelter. You need to just figure that you're in the polygon where they believe it's going to do something. And a spin-up tornado can do just as much damage as... it doesn't take much to flatten a house. It's just to what degree are we flattening the house? Is it coming completely? Is it just the attic getting ripped off and a roof getting popped? Is it the whole house, getting smashed and dashed out into a field? Is it completely gone and there's vaporized of no house and you can't never find anything of it and it absolutely kills everybody? It's like, what level? But they're all going to destroy a house on some, no matter what. House is not indestructible. So when you see and hear that the tornado warning polygon's over your area, you have to get in an interior wall, you have to get in a shelter. There's no shame in that game. I hear these people, we go out in the front yard. It's like, ask people in Andover. Look at the videos of the people that tried that shit in Andover. You saw it, man. You hear the sheer panic in their voices. Oh shit! Like it's like that. It just doesn't work like that all the time. You don't get that nice, big, funny. The Canadian guy mowing the lawn with the tornado in the back, and those, all those memes and stuff. That's all cute and pretty until it's real and coming over you. So, you know how many times I've balled out driving, just knowing it's coming down somewhere, knowing I'm in that, and I know it's there, and I'm still so they dropped that other one, so now we only have there's just that Roanoke, Alabama. It's all the way up to the state line. It's probably gonna just flop right over into Georgia. Looks like Grantsville, Noonan. We chased through there. We chased through Noonan and Grantsville. What highway did we take? Yeah, there's a highway that goes through there. I think that's the 85. Through Hogansville. You're all going to see that same storm coming over. So, like I was trying to describe earlier on the piano keys. What are we looking at here? This 200-mile swath, 300-mile swath. It's essentially just outside of Mobile. On this radar scan. Hold on. This is why I like my radar. That's why I bounce between the two. No one radar is perfect. Everybody has this weird allegiance. I see these people online arguing or people try to clown me out if I post something with my radar and you don't use radar scope. It's like my radar is easier to post for people. The average layman who just wants a basic version of what they don't know radar scope. A lot of people don't know radar scope. And, you're trying to keep people safe. You're not trying to, dork them out on science of it. So I go through them all. But, look at this. This thing's all the way from still coming out of New Orleans. You're not safe in New Orleans tonight. That watch is still there. There's still a severe storm coming to Natchez right now. That's crossing the Mississippi. And that one worries me because that's isolated by its own self, coming right into that rich atmosphere right at sundown. It's not even sundown over there. It's still 3:30. Yep. So, this is far from over. Far from over.
Let's split your path.
Yeah? I'm not sure what you...
Me will split it.
Me want... caveman. My little caveman. Yeah.
Me want that hat.
Okay. Here. Gotta come down, though. Yeah, if we're gonna be a team here, I can't have you standing over me. Hold on. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? Let's go to the red dot, okay? See that? Because your heart is just thumping. You're just running in there, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Tornado warning. Let's talk about this. Hold on, stop. 39 minutes. Let Dad read this. So this is out of Birmingham, Alabama, issued from the NWS. Nope. Slow down. Okay. You, sir.
We done?
Yep, we're done. So right now it's radar indicated. So.
Dad.
But that's gonna flip right over. I cannot imagine that won't be that whole. Oh my gosh, that's just become one giant severe polygon. That might be the biggest severe polygon I've ever seen in my career. That literally goes from Anniston, Alabama, all the way over halfway to Atlanta, then all the way down to south of Columbus. That's got to be what, 150-mile polygon. It's an overlap of several of them. Okay, you got to get down.
No, me not.
Yes, you. Yes, me. You do.
Listen,
caveman. Listen, my little caveman. Okay, I will. But that is an easy. Okay, grab me 4 toys. Grab me four toys. Pick your 4 favorite toys and line them up over there, and we're gonna hit balls into them. Okay? Go pick 4 toys. All right, I gotta give him a little task here. Yeah, so like I was saying, that's like probably 8 or 9 polygons all coupled together, but I've never seen one like that. I've seen some close to big like that, but not like that. Not that big. All right, so if you're on the state line, to go through the towns, there's just too many. The storm will be past by the time I do. The one that matters the most is the one that's in the tornado warned polygon, and that is 5 points to Roanoke. He is fine. Lafayette, you're south of it, but you're so close to it. I mean, those polygons are just kind of like there's not a definitive line in the sky that says this part won't get a tornado and this part will. So I liked it when people are protecting their block. Man, those guys don't play. I always know when there's another set of puppies walking by. These guys are just on it, repping their block. All the way down to Auburn. Now it's south of Auburn, to Columbus, Cuseta, the whole corridor on the state line. So if you're within 40 miles of the state line of Alabama, Georgia, either side, you are seeing a mass amount of storm right now. And then the isolated storms that are severe behind it, we're talking a couple hundred miles behind it here, and at least 100 and a quarter, 150 maybe as you get farther back towards Louisiana. Those are rip roaring too. We've got 70-mile-an-hour winds, nickel-size hail, moving at 40 miles an hour. So that's right on that cusp of Holland, Batuski. But that one polygon still has me nervous. What?
Me too fast.
You ran too fast?
Yeah.
Did you get your 4 toys? Go stand them up so we can roll the ball into them. Go find 4 toys and put them over there.
No.
We're gonna do target practice.
No.
Okay. All right, figure it out, kid. Really. So, back to storms here. So Atlanta, let's talk to Atlanta. Atlanta, you're seeing a wide set of rain right now. You're probably going to be in flash floods. You're probably going to be, I look tired. I'm going to tell you guys I was up late and then up early. The shuttle launch coupled with late night storms and then editing and still unpacking. So, if you're along the state line of Georgia and Alabama, and either way, you need to take caution. Let's just act like this entire polygon that's 130, 40, 50 miles long and 30, 40 miles each way. Yes, sir.
Dada.
Yes, little man. You found it. You did. Oh, will work?
No.
Okay. Magic. Do you believe in magic? All the way back to high school. I mean, New Orleans, you could see, you're in a flash flood warning right now, New Orleans. Slidell, at least. just short of New Orleans. But New Orleans, this thing will slide south as this whole frontal system falls towards Florida, and you could see some weather. You had that happen in that outbreak. In that outbreak, everybody wasn't real like talking a whole bunch about like New Iberia. That wasn't like nobody was staging in New Iberia, or Liberia, and you saw. I didn't sound good, kid. Yeah, you are. He breaks everything. You almost made it. Were you Evil Knievel off the? Everything's got to be jumped. Yeah, that tornado watch is still in effect. Let's see, for how much longer? We still got till 9 Eastern, so we still got 4.5 hours, 4.25. 4:41 here. So, never know. You never know how this is gonna go, but I'm just rolling through this, trying to give the most up-to-date information I can see here on radar and help spread awareness. And then I got comedic humor here in the background. Somebody's gonna clip this whole idea and be like, I got this idea. I got this storm chaser. He's gotta take his kids to work. You know how it is. Everybody likes to. Never mind. 3 lizards right there. 3 lizards. Call that the 3 lizard clan over there. It's funny when they clump up like that. Keep my eye out for. Somebody sent me a text about, did you know about this snake? I'm like, no. No, I did not. I need to do a little more homework. So apparently they look exactly alike. One is venomous and one is not. Kind of had that same issue in Kansas and Oklahoma with the rat snakes and the rattlesnakes. And I'm not proud to say, but I waxed a rat snake on accident, thinking it was a rattlesnake. Because I'm from a land that originally you don't have to worry about any snakes. So, and it rattled. It went, and I was like, and it was so close to Kaylin. I was like 10 feet away from her. So I went shovel, and then later found out that I got a good snake. And I was really bummed about that. But I cooked it up and ate it. So, I kept it real and not, like, didn't waste it out. So one could say I was just harvesting meat. But I did feel bad that I killed a good snake. So once again, you got to delineate between the good and bad ones. I don't even want to kill the bad ones, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of killing just random to kill. But when my kids are on the precipice of getting hurt, that's a whole different game. That's how I feel about it. But I know there's a lot of reptilian lovers in the storm chasing world, so I can imagine I'll cut that one up. Be like, have a fun field day with that one. It's fine. I don't mind being clipped up anymore. I saw the Jake Paul one though. That was, to whoever did that, that was really good. You guys are creative. I wish I had that kind of time and energy and knowledge, mainly knowledge. But they did a thing of me, just whatever, it's out there. I'm sure they've seen it. So, but they put Jake Paul, or maybe Logan, I get them confused. One of the Paul brothers. It was just funny. I like, you know what, I'm a fan of comedy. So, here's my rule on, you can almost be as mean as you want to me as long as it's funny. It has to be funny. If it's not funny, then you're just a jerk and you're a bully. But if it's funny and it's really mean, then I'm almost apt to let it slide because of the comedic value. So the better the comedic value, the more I'm apt to let it slide. But I try to have tough skin in this gig anymore because the public will just destroy you trying to do this. So, but yeah, somebody did. I've seen a couple different memes of me, and I mean, you gotta laugh. If you cannot laugh, if you take that serious, you're done. So, the other one was the powder guy. That one makes me laugh every time I think about it. The movie Powder, and because there was once upon a time I just dared lightning to strike me too much, and I've grown out of that stage, but that meme I could pull it up, and every time it makes me laugh. They put my face on the Powder guy. Jumping off a house when I was living in Kansas. So this is before I was chasing. And my buddy of mine did that back in Oregon, and that was funny. So, anyways, back to the chase here. The chase, I'm sitting still, laughing at my own jokes. That whole state line is just ugly. It's just no two ways about it. I honestly thought somebody was walking behind me there for a second. I'm not gonna lie. So, like the shadow of the phone was like delayed. 4, 5, 6. I mean, you could say there's like 25 severe storms if you wanted to really cut up all those polygons. I mean, there's a good 8 or 9 of them lapped over each other. It's just that whole linear line. This thing's lined out in that portion of the storm. But there's definitely some still portions of this storm that has singular cells. The whole panhandle's got an interesting look to it. Excuse me. So nice out. It's like 80. Might be in the late high 70s. Sun's kind of going down. I'm enjoying. I can see why people go to Florida for the winter. I can hear the kids. They're playing just right around the corner. They're actually getting along. They knew that Dad has to work these 2 days, and this is the best of both worlds. Not leaving them, and still doing my best to help with the platform. And when I say platform, it's more like a soapbox. It's not much, but it's enough. So, and the way I feel about it is, if one person gets their life affected, saved, helped, just awareness, then mission accomplished. So, man, it's just an incredible line of storms I'm looking at. You guys see it. I mean, anybody watching radar, that is just... it's the whole state line. Almost all the way, no, all the way down to Florida, because they're isolated cells all the way down. So you're talking from, and I mean, in all reality, you got to go all the way up to Kentucky. I mean, it's all the way through Tennessee. Tennessee's luckily just seeing nothing severe up there. Okay, as soon as I say it now, they've got special weather advisories east of Knoxville, coming into Asheville, Hickory. So, guys, you got to be aware up there. You know, everybody knows the story about Kentucky. Nobody in Kentucky was sitting there thinking they were going to get hit by a tornado that night. And I know you'd say, like, oh, well, that's how it is everywhere. No, a lot of places are like, oh, we're going to get hit. You can taste it in the air. You can the day before, the day of, especially the day. I'm living in Oklahoma for 4 years. In Kansas for 1.5 years. I can tell you, there's just days it's on. There's a distinctive difference in the sky, the air, everything. The way your body reacts. I don't know how to explain it, but then there's days like December 11th, 2021, and you know, I talk to a lot of those people, man. They're like, it never hits here. It never comes here. They never have to worry about it. And that town got flattened. And I wondered if I would see that in my storm chasing career, if I'd see a town get flattened. It turned out I saw several towns get flattened. And so that is why we do this, so that you can help people So let's go through this. This is still got the same polygon. This thing is not updated at all. I figured it would move, it would shift, they'd step it over, but they're going to run this thing out to the end here. They're going to just I feel like it should be flipped over to the Georgia side, but not yet. Central Hatchie, Franklin, that's that same portion of the storm. It's going to be over you in just moments. It's not tornado warned on your side officially, but you should be aware that it was on your counterpart of the other side of the state was a tornado warning, or is, still currently is. Let's see how much time. 23 minutes. Okay, so that's plenty of time for that to come over and stay Tor warned through there. So if you are in Franklin, Roanoke, it's passing you now. I think we went through there one time. Yeah, because I think it's like 400 people. It's funny how a photographic memory can work sometimes. No, it was the town outside of Roanoke. I remember because I took it, and it was an old established. What town was that? Maybe it was Milton. Yeah, Roanoke's got 4,600 people. I think it was Milton on our way through. Where were we going? That was when we were heading down to, I think that was after the Weather Channel. I remember because it had a really old rustic water tower, like old school, like still up from the 30s. And yeah, anyways, sorry, get rambling on. I think it was Wadley. Maybe it was Wadley. I can pull some things that just don't matter a lot, and that would be one of them. So that polygon's now flipped over into Franklin. You are not taking that to the pool.
No.
No, okay. He's dying. He's so loud. He's so aggressive. It's such a dynamic. Breaks up the monotony of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 severe. Pretty much 8 of them are all on the state line. It's joined as one south back in Thomasville, Monroeville. That whole polygon's heading towards Greenville. It's got 5 minutes left. It's got 60s with Penny Hale, moving at 40. So it's heading just south of Montgomery. So if you're driving on the 85, I think that is. Is that on the 85? Don't be wrong. 65. Not the 85. Moving on the 65. Best be careful. Don't topple over a semi. I found my Risk pieces. The board game Risk, which is gotta be one of my all-time favorite games. Nothing can melt a family get-together quicker or faster than Risk, at least in my household back in the West Coast. But some of those spirited debates have been over Risk. Risk is in our family, it's a game of conquest that is taken so seriously on a level that game show or reality shows would pay many, many hundreds of thousands for the gold that would come out of one of our family Risk games. So So he found the pieces. Used to play some really spirited games of Risk. Probably get a call from my dad. Did you talk about Risk on a live stream? My old man's a gangster at Risk and Monopoly. Those two are. And chess and checkers and backgammon. That's a wizard. All right, so these storms are coming into Columbus. Columbus, you could be. Remember I was talking about the piano earlier, like the fingers on a piano, the keys on a piano, and when these spin up gustnados and tornadoes, it's coming down to the city. I said that a little too dramatic, I'll admit. In Sioux Falls. Oh, I found the whole Risk. Those are all Risk pieces you're hearing in the background. So, forgive me. Anyways, back to storm. The entire state line of Georgia, Alabama is under severe warn right now. From literally Dothan all the way up. They're not rated severe in Dothan and you fall up, but they will be. So this whole line is just a gangster of a line. I mean, it is just mobbing right through at 30 miles an hour, just wrecking shit across both sides of the state. So at some point this will probably drop Tor Warren again here, probably LeGrand. Now they've just stepped it back over. So that Tor Warren is dropped that was in Roanoke to the state line, but I'm sure all these storms are cycling and probably going to be menacing here in the coming hours. So we'll keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, while my dad's, and I mean that game's from like the 70s. That's like the old school Risk. Hey, bring Dad the board. Bring Dad the board over there, the big board. Yeah, the big. See where it says the red letters? Nope, this one, that one, the other one, the other one. Yes, that one. Nope, the other one. Yeah, get that one. Yep, that one. I should have just got up. Yep, bring it here. I want to show him.
Dada.
Yep. Oh, this game. I can just tell you, rest in peace, my grandma, who is no longer on this earth, probably wishes this game would have got tossed in the garbage about somewhere between the years of 1982 to any time after. And it just never failed. Any good family get-together would always result in a good game of Risk. I enjoyed them. I'm just going to tell you from my side of the fence, I enjoyed them. But that probably says half the problem. You know, it's just good times. Good times, a different time. Before the internet, before you had video games of every caliber, cell phones to look at. Once upon a time, you had to sit down and play board games as a family. And so that was the one. And it's moved with me across the United States. So you guys didn't ask for that story, but there you go. I love that there's 3 of you left. You 3 savages. I wish I could be in this for you guys. I wish I could put those kids in an iron lung and throw them in the back seat so I know they'd be safe no matter what. And go core punch through all this sludge way into the night, screaming at the top of my lungs, get in your shelters, be safe, and da-da-da-da-da. But I gotta sit poolside here with Junior, just talking about what I'm seeing, sharing with some of my experiences, and telling you what I would do in the situations I see, and taking a siesta here. So that is where we're at in this game right now. But I did get to see a rocket launch in the air. It was one giant bottle rocket. I'm not going to lie. It was a giant bottle rocket with a loud rumble. It was a little more dramatic, a lot more dramatic at night at 4 in the morning. The sound was much more crisp. So I don't know if it's cooler temperatures, the air, no road noise, lawnmowers, people. It's 3:39 or 4:49, whatever AM the first one. But it's still like a rocket, bottle rocket. Cool. I'll definitely be into trying to get closer to those. just my backyard. But Junior was not feeling good this morning, tired, and just like, all right, we don't have to be right under the rocket today. There will be more. I should have just thrown him in the car and told him that's the way it's going to be. But you ever seen a 3-year-old sleeping? You don't disturb it. It's like a precious time that you get to enjoy peace and quiet. So, Fort Benning South, Seal, Hurtsboro, Union Springs, that's all TVS marked. Supercells coming through, one right after another, right on a track, just like a subway, one after another, just delivering high winds, lots of rain, probably going to be flash flood warnings all through the south tonight, probably going to be, unfortunately there'll probably be some people that pass away tonight due to turn around, don't drown. A lot of people ignore it. I've ignored it. I get it. I paid the price. I could tell a story, but I'm not, because I don't want that person to have to hear it. But I could tell a story about a situation that happened, and it was costly because turn around, don't drown was not implemented. But I won't do that. Person dirty. So there you go. Just a slew from Atlanta. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit with very high winds, hail. Probably not damaging hail per se, or like heavy damaging hail, but it's gonna be a consistent hail. Probably gonna be a lot of pea-sized hail coming through. What are you doing, Junior? You're getting into stuff. I can hear you getting into it, and I know there's still some boxes of old family stuff. So please don't wreck. Never a dull moment. Oh, we've got a confirmed tornado up in Illinois. I'm so focused on... That'll happen too. What? Look at that.
Stand up.
Okay, hold on. Which toys? Yeah, we got a confirmed tornado up in Illinois. Hold tight. Latham, Warrensboro, Illinois, between Springfield and Decatur. Take cover. That's on the ground.
This one.
Yeah? Oh, this one? I knew you were getting into some stuff you shouldn't be. Hold on. Before I open this up and let you guys wreck this.
Hi, Courtney. Aren't you watching this right now?
Never a dull moment. So, if you heard that, between Springfield, Decatur, Latham, and Warrensboro, Illinois. You want to see this?
Yeah.
This is an F-117 Nighthawk.
Yeah.
So
that toy.
You want the toy? It's a model. So see how it's autographed?
Yeah.
So that was autographed by Colonel, can't remember his name, can't read his writing. And he was he test flow those back in the 90s. He was a secret clearance to be the Nighthawk driver. And definitely not that, but you feel me. He is autograph, or apparently there was like a set, like limited number. Anyways, I designed a heating and cooling system for his house, and he gave me, excuse me, it's humidity. Makes it harder to breathe than it did in the Midwest. So if it is annoying to hear me breathe, I apologize. I might have to move to the desert sooner than I thought I wanted to.
No more.
Oh, look at that. Ben Cooper. Look at
Dad.
that. Look at that touchdown.
Dad,
See, that was what I had people saying. People were like,
Dad,
there's a
you have that for me.
rocket landing and another one launching, and I didn't know which one was which, and I was trying to do 6 things at once. But damn, look at that. That's beast mode, huh?
Egg.
What are you doing? All right, so let's take a look back. Why is there we go? It's finally gone rated. Hey, sweetie. Okay, you're done. Let's talk about what's going on up north. Up north. Ooh, I need to text my friend. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Hey, goofball. Take your brother. You two are done.
Hi, Courtney.
Is she watching?
Yes, she's watching.
So you're running between the two
right
cameras?
now.
Okay. I gotta text my buddy and tell him there's a tornado warning.
Hello, Courtney.
Okay, sweetie.
Courtney, please
Look
laugh
at
right now. Dad, you have that up.
Okay, you're done, little girl. You are done. You are so done. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jet away. The kids have let me know it's time to go.
Bye, Courtney.
Okay, all right, we will. Let's go. I've been overrun.
Are you done?
Yeah, you're done.